Yo, what's up world? It's your boy Philochko here, and I want to ask you a question. How many of you can actually do this stuff? How many of you can actually be all the way up there and not be afraid of all this space below that you could just like fall to your death? How many of you can do this? I can't do that. You cannot get me up there, and I'm just ignore it as if this thing can't just fall, or I can't just fall. I cannot. You cannot pay me enough. You cannot do it. I don't know. I look at these guys a little bit every day, and I wonder. I think that could be me. Like, imagine if I was like, now I'm not assuming they're foreigners or anything, but I'm just saying. Imagine if I was like from some unfortunate country, and like I had to stay in Russia for a better life. And, you know, that was one of the only jobs I can get because they paid well. Would I do it for my family? Of course, but Jesus. I don't know, man. Just thinking a little bit about life real quick and how some people have to, what the fuck? And how some people have to live it differently. I'm wearing my glasses today, I don't care. And how some people have to live it differently. And how some people are just more fortunate than others based on where they were born, maybe their families, and maybe the time and stuff. Because come on, if I was born in America 200 years ago, I would have been a slave. But I was born in 1986, and things were pretty good. So it's just amazing how a lot of us, how we don't realize how different our lives could be if we had just a different family, or what if we were born in a different year? Because, you know, if you're Russian, if you were born in Russia in like 1920, you would have been involved in World War II, and that wasn't that long ago. So it's just something to think about. Now, I know some people will probably see it as pointless thinking, but it's not pointless. It goes to show you that your life is probably a little better than you think. Now, of course, you're used to your life and you complain about things. Of course, that's normal. But it could just be much worse, but at the same time, it could also be better. But the reason why I would focus on the fact that your life could be worse is because that really sucks. It could be really, 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 really bad. Really bad. Your life could be better. See, now, here's the thing about better. Let me tell you something about better. About your life being better. Now, usually when people think about their lives being better, it's just like they think of, you know, more money. Like if you're a guy, you have a lot of girlfriends or whatever it is in your mind about a better life. You know, you're famous or something. But what's interesting is when you get that, it's not going to be as good as you think, because your life is going to be based on a higher standard. For example, and I thought I've taught this before, but I'll show you again. So let's say you want $1 million. You get $1 million. But what's going to happen is your life is going to be based on that $1 million. You're going to hang out with other people who have $1 million, and then some of their friends are going to have $5 million, and you're going to see what these guys with $5 million are doing, and you're going to think, damn, I want to be one of those $5 million guys. Then you become a $5 million guy. Then you see what the $20 million guys are doing, and you're probably going to be like, damn, I want to be a $20 million guy. So my thing about life being better isn't just money, it isn't just work, it isn't just like popularity or anything like that. It's about comfortability, how comfortable you are in your life. If you're very comfortable, you're good. Just stay there. Just be comfortable. And make sure your future is going to be good. You know, take care of yourself now, be comfortable now, but make sure tomorrow's going to be comfortable as well. Don't just be comfortable now and waste your time, then 10 years from now you're homeless and nothing's going right. You have to just be comfortable. So I give an example myself. Like when I first started YouTube videos, I remember when I first got 100 subscribers, and I wrote on my wall, it's like, yo, if I can ever get 1,000 subscribers, yo, I'll be the happiest person around. Now I'm at 45,000, and I'm thinking, how the fuck am I going to get to 1 million? And I think about it all the time, like, what am I going to do? But then I also think, do I want to be on YouTube like that? Not really. Like, for those of you who don't know, YouTube really isn't, like, where I want to be. YouTube was just a way for me to get myself out there as an actor, to show what I can do and show that people will like me and people will watch me. But my real goal is to do commercials. I've done some movies and television shows, but my real goal is like commercials, like doing PlayStation commercials or Xbox, something like that. Just Commercials, I could do it in Russian, I could do it in English, whatever. I just really want to do commercials. That is my goal. So if I get offered some contract where I do commercials, in which I do commercials for some company, I'll probably do a YouTube video once a month. Because yeah, I enjoy YouTube, but it's just something I'm doing until I get where I want to be. You know, and yeah, I'm comfortable on YouTube, yeah. But I do have a dream, and that's to be a commercial actor for some product or something. Like, I don't give a fuck. It could be glasses, it could be the camera I'm holding, it could be anything, just commercial. So this is just a quick video about life, and how a lot of people also are born with sicknesses. Because I remember, like, I saw this picture actually. It was a picture of a bunch of people taking the escalator, and that's the moving stairs called the escalator. And there was a guy on crutches, and that's like he only can use one of his legs, so he has those 2 sticks next to him. So it's kind of like, how do I do it? It's kind of like 2 sticks. Screw it. So he's just on crutches trying to walk with 1 leg and 2 sticks helping him to walk. And he was the only one taking the stairs. And then I understood it immediately because I used to skateboard. And I remember every time I would break my ankle and I would sit in the house for days, I would always tell myself, man, I can't wait till I walk again. I'm going to walk all the time. I'm going to walk for no reason. I'm going to just walk. Because at the time I couldn't walk. So whenever I thought about walking, I was like, man, I can't wait to do it again. And then when I start walking again, the first 2 weeks, I walk a lot, I skate a lot. Then I just get lazy again, and then I don't care. We just get used to what we have. We get very used to what we have. But just remember, things can be different. Things can end any moment. I remember I was in Volgograd. This was like, what, a month ago? And I got this apartment. And in the apartment was bottled water. Not that this bottled water was good because it was bottled. And I was like, all right, I'm going to just drink this water. And I was drinking this water, and then I started getting real sick. Now, the last thing I thought it was the water. I thought it was something else I was eating. So I had more water, thinking I'm cleaning myself, and it just got worse. I almost had to go to the emergency room. I don't really have any health care in Russia, so it wasn't looking good. And like, I literally almost died. I definitely almost died in there. If I would have drank, I would say, if I would have kept drinking that water for like 12 more hours, I would have died. Definitely. But then, I don't know, something just told me, smell that water, just smell it. And I took a good smell. I was like, this water smells weird. I stopped drinking it, got better quick, instantly. Started drinking juice, milk, and water I bought from the store, got better instantly. But that water was killing me. So just a reminder that just enjoy what you have. And last thing is like death. Death is not a punishment. I don't see death as a punishment. Like someone goes around, he kills 50 people, and then they're like, okay, we're going to punish you. We're going to kill you. How is that a punishment? He's going to die anyway. How is that a punishment at all? Dude's going to die anyway. So when a 5-year-old dies, that's a punishment to that kid? No, actually, that's just life. People die all the time. What's a punishment is torture. It's how you die. Not just that you died, it's how you died. So if you killed 50 people and we're like, okay, we're going to torture you for a month, then cut your head off. That is a punishment. That's a punishment. Death is not a punishment. You know, it makes me laugh when someone kills a bunch of people and like, okay, we're going to kill you by putting needles in you, put you to sleep, then you die. What kind of punishment? See, that's why people don't give a fuck about killing people in America, because those punishments are laughable. The death penalty is laughable. It should be torture. No one likes torture. I don't care how crazy you are. There's a torture out there for everybody that they're absolutely scared of. Mine is probably, is it burning? That would suck, but I'd die quick. No, mine is probably being buried alive. Just like being put under the ground and you're just locked under there, under the ground until you die. Who knows how long that's going to take. That is torture. You can't see anything. It gets really hot. You got to use the bathroom on yourself and no food. Yo, that's the worst death, is torture. Is being buried. Or maybe drowning. Drowning sucks too. But then you pass out quickly. You know, your brain goes black and like what? I don't know, drowning 10 seconds or something? I don't know. But the buried alive thing sucks. That sucks. That sucks because it takes a long time for you to die and you're just sitting there thinking. That sucks. And the water, the Chinese water drop thing, to like drop water in your head for like days and days, and you're like, motherfucker, cut the water off. Alright, now I'm about done because people are trying to sleep in here. So yeah, that's basically it. Random thoughts with Philochko. I should probably do more of these videos. Later.